Okay, the bobbin is almost done getting refilled. This is just simple all-purpose white thread. When it is done, it will pop this part out that way, so you know it's done. You can see it move a little bit every time it fills another way. There we go, it's all done. So I'm gonna just pull it off and I'm gonna cut it right here. It's the easiest thing to do. Now, to reattach it, just adjust my camera here. This one's a little bit tricky and I always get it wrong on the first try. So I have one machine where you pull it in the opposite direction. In this one, you want it to feed through this way. So you're gonna push it together. You have your tail here and it just slides up underneath this little lip. And if you can pull it freely, you know it's in there correctly. I'm gonna trim off the tail a little bit so I get a clean edge on it. All right. You can use a needle threader, or if your eyes are good and the light is good, which it's not here, but I can still usually get it through. There's a tiny little hole right here in the bobbin, and you actually want to feed it through for this machine. There we go. And I have it through the top here. Hopefully I can keep hold of it. There we go. Okay, cool. And so again, you want to make sure that you have it, that it spins freely here. After that, it's just simple bobbin. This piece goes up. Just snap it in like most sewing machines. Okay. And then the next thing I do is there's actually a little trimmer right here. So you want to trim off any excess. This keeps it from tangling up inside the housing. And close it. So now what I need to do is I actually need to rethread my machine. Let's see if I can do this one-handed so I can hold the camera at the same time. So I'm going to pull it off my bobbin threader, and there is a metal piece in the back, so you just kind of go through the back and you'll see it catch. Pull it gently. This doesn't have a tight hold on it, but you can see it moving off the spool here. The other thing I found with this machine is you want to make sure that the little slash that the manufacturer puts in the plastic should be at the bottom. I've actually had it at the top, what I consider the top or the left side before, and it'll catch and it'll tear the thread as I'm sewing. So that's always a pain because then you pretty much have to start over. So similar to most machines, down to the right, up, there's a catch back here. And I have to look at it and not at the screen. I usually do this two-handed. Okay, oops. All right, I'm gonna have to do this two-handed. Let's see if I can show it. So I kind of hold one hand. Oops. Oh, why isn't this catching? All right, there we go. That got it to catch. And then we're gonna bring it back down. There's this section here, so you're gonna keep it to the left of the metal shield. It's gonna go under that section. And again, because I'm trying to do this on a video, it keeps catching. There's another loop here. The opening is to the left side, so I usually kind of fold it this way and then let it catch. It's right at the tippy top of the needle here. And then luckily, oh, again, if I wasn't doing this on camera, I would have been done already. Okay, so pull it taut, obviously. This machine also has a really nice needle threader. It saves me a lot of headache, actually. There's a little flapper back here. You're gonna bring it down. I do find that I have to really push it pretty hard. I hold it with this thumb. Actually, I bring it down and then I press the thread. It comes over here and I'm holding it against this little piece of plastic with my thumb. That brings the threader catch through the hole, the eye of the needle. And then there's another little notch right here and you want to click it through there. And if I did this right, which I did not, because again, I'm on camera, it's sort of a fluid motion. All right, let me try again. All right, that got a successful catch. When it catches successfully, you'll get the loop out the back. And then I just sort of pull it through, pull my excess through. And this is the standard number 1 foot for the Bernina 350. I'm gonna be doing a zigzag stitch on the bags that I'm making. But this one does have the little notch here. That just helps things from getting too jammed up. So I'm gonna just slide it under the notch. Now, normally I would go ahead, I have a lot, like maybe 10 inches of excess thread right here. But since I just loaded the bobbin, I want to make sure I pull up the bobbin thread first. On this machine, you have the needle up, down option right here. So I'm going to press the needle down. You're going to hold it down for a second and then press it back up. Hold it, comes back up. And we should see a little bit of thread. I'm going to use a little pick to grab it. You can use a pick, a skinny pair of scissors, whatever you have handy. Just pulls it out here. Hopefully you can see it, that it pulled through successfully. And then I'm gonna pull this out. Again, pulling it, if it goes freely, you know you have it loaded correctly. And it's got some good tension on it. And now I'm just gonna trim my excess through the little trimmer right here. And now I am ready to sew.